I can't think of a better way to start this video than to basically come at the team I'm rebuilding. I don't know why I said rebuilding that strangely. However, I think it's safe to say this Bears team is not legit. I've been kind of mean on Twitter. Like, yeah, they're what, 5-2 now? But the Bears have not been overly impressive. They beat the Lions by 4 because DeAndre Swift, that's a nice little signed jersey over there, big DeAndre Swift guy, dropped a touchdown. Not good. When they played the Giants, I think they were up either 14 or 17 nothing. I think it was 17 nothing in the first half, and then allowed 13 unanswered and beat the Giants 17-13. They beat the Falcons, who have like 1 win, by 4. They lost to the Colts by 8. They beat the Bucks by 1. They beat the Panthers by a touchdown. That's nice. And then got pretty much embarrassed by the Rams on Monday Night Football very recently. And I know it's 24-10. It could have been a lot worse than that. Eddie Jackson, I believe, had a scoop and score near the end of the game. And it was 24-10 instead of 24-3, if memory serves. So this Bears team, although they do have a good record, you only can beat the teams that are in front of you, and a win is a win, whether you beat them by 3 or 300. But I think it's safe to say this Bears team has not been overly impressive, and that is largely in part due to the offense. The offense has not been good. They have a huge, weird situation at quarterback. We look to solve that in today's video because I can tell you Mitchell Trubisky is not it. Nick Foles certainly is not it. We got to find a new QB to take over this team and really build a high-powered offense. There's a player on this team I really want to hype up a lot, so I'm going to be doing that here in a minute when we go over the roster. But before we do that, I'll remind you guys to hit that subscribe button if you enjoy. If you're not subscribed already, it would mean a lot to me. We just hit 215,000 subscribers. It's unbelievable to me. I thank you guys so much that you allow me to do this and pump out videos as consistently as I have been able to. So every subscription helps. Check me out on Twitter and Twitch. And if you're interested in my second channel content, you might be. Open up sports cards on there. If you've never seen sports cards, you know, little football card action. And I've also been playing a lot of GeoGuessr, which is where you're basically dumped in a random location on Google Maps, and you have to figure out where you are, and you get points for how close. A lot of fun. You guys have been loving it on the second channel, so I thank you so much. A lot of you guys say you've never heard of the second channel. You had no idea I had it, so I'm trying to shout it out just to get you guys some more content if that's what you're into. It's been a lot of fun. I love geography, and it's a really good place to showcase that as I try to get better at that game. But you guys don't care for the most part. We're hopping in. Madden 21 rebuild action. Healy's calling me, who's a Bears fan. Let's see what he has to say. Hello?
Hi, what are you up to right now?
I'm actually rebuilding the Bears. I'm in my intro, and you're in it.
Oh! Can you move Cougs into the general call?
All right. I have a Discord, and I'm head bitch, I suppose. Oh, Cougs is live streaming, and he isn't AFK, and he's going to pop in. Oh, my goodness. This is going to be fantastic. I almost want to show you guys how this works. Maybe I'll get the clip if it's funny enough. I need to go to Twitch and see this. Twitch.tv/Cougs46. This could be a lot of fun.
We're going to have to figure it out. What's going on, guys? Healy here, and today I'm on Cougs' stream.
Gee, are you having fun, Healy? You having a blast over there or what?
You didn't catch it the first time. I don't know.
I didn't hear it. All right, good talk, Healy. Oh my god, I was in the fucking Discord. And I was in the AFK channel, and Healy dragged me into the regular voice channel. Oh, Healy. Never change, Healy.
All right, maybe I'll throw a clip of that in. This has been a weird start to this video. I'm not gonna lie. All right, let's go ahead and get started finally. So I will mention, oh, we do have a breakout player challenge. Might as well accept this at the start. David Montgomery, sure, he won't do anything, but that's fine. And we haven't even registered as we've played the Rams yet. Okay, so this team currently is 5-1. However, it is a realistic rebuild, which means we're going to be doing more realistic moves, which is pretty much meaning no player-for-player trades and a realistic draft class. I've updated it today. A lot more guys are in there. who've been playing well in real life. Guys have had their overalls adjusted. Zach Wilson from BYU has been moved up quite a bit. Even Mac Jones has been moved up quite a bit. He's been spectacular for Alabama this year, which is a surprise to me, because going into the year, I thought that Bryce Young was going to start for Bama. Thought he looked spectacular coming out of high school, but Mac Jones has stepped up and has been spectacular for the Crimson Tide. That's all I can say. The Crimson Tide has been rolling. That's all you can say about him. But we're scouting quarterback pretty heavily because, let's be honest, this is a team that's probably going to look to take a QB fairly high. You got Trevor Lawrence. They're probably not going to be in position to take him unless they trade up a ton, which after the whole Mitchell Trubisky debacle, they're probably not going to do that. If Justin Fields falls, if Trey Lance is available, maybe they'd even take a shot on Kyle Trask or even Zach Wilson from BYU. You never know. But let's go ahead and take a look at this team. A lot of interesting players on this team. You can certainly say that about it. And I guess we'll start with the offensive line. They got Charles Leno, James Daniels, who is a really, really good interior player. Played center, I believe, at Iowa, but has since transitioned to guard with Cody Whitehair and has done so at a very high level. Of course, Cody Whitehair is here, as we will upgrade Agile, get him up to an 81 overall. But for the most part, the CPU is going to upgrade the team. I'm really about putting the pieces together. The CPU can handle the rest. Jermaine Ifedi's here. Bobby Massey's here. Although I really don't care for his contract, probably going to look to get him out just about as soon as I can. You look at his years remaining, 4 years remaining, 24 mil total salary, so the cap hit is going to be moving up towards 9 mil for the next 3 years after this one. So not exactly ideal for a 74 overall tackle. At tight end, it's not about Demetrius Harris or Jimmy Graham. It's about Cole Kmet, rookie tight end out of Notre Dame. Demetrius Harris can start at fullback, that's fine. But Cole Kmet will be my starting tight end. And then at receiver, this was the big thing. First of all, Allen Robinson is extremely underrated. Really, really good player in real life. I think 89 overall is fair, but in real life, he's just not really considered to be near a top 10 receiver when he certainly is in that conversation. Especially producing as well as he has with Nick Foles and Mitchell Trubisky. Outside of him, Anthony Miller's a really good player, but the guy I want to focus on is Darnell Mooney. This kid is special, and I really do mean that. We're the same age, so maybe I can't be calling him kid. However, only normal development. It's tough. He was a 5th-round pick out of Tulane. Only 5'10", 176. He is a deep threat. He is a polished route runner already. His change of direction should be even higher. He had Jalen Ramsey on skates last night, or 2 nights ago. I believe it was Wednesday, so 2 nights ago. Darnell Mooney, I think, could be a really, really good player in the NFL. He looks like he is a draft gem already. I like him a lot. Now, if you look at his numbers, you're going to be like, it's nothing spectacular. I've said spectacular way too much already. But he really hasn't done anything crazy. 21 catches for 236 and 1 touchdown in 7 games for the Bears so far. It's not great, but you got to think about the QB that he's with. You got to think about these quarterbacks not being able to hit him. He's a really good player. You can see it when you turn on the tape, when you watch him play. Darnell Mooney, I think, could be a star in the league. And I'm really not trying to overhype this, but I think he's that good of a player. I want to get him playing as much as possible. I know he's a 69 overall. Nice. We can move that up quite a bit. At running back, it's weird. David Montgomery was a player I liked a lot out of Iowa State. He's been in a tough situation. I feel like this is not an offense designed to run the ball effectively. Cordero Patterson gets a lot of touches. He's a really good special teams player, not so much of a good running back. Tariq Cohen signed an extension. He's got star development. He's not really anything special. He's a gadget player, which is fine. And of course, we talked about the QBs. We're doing anything but that. On the defensive side of the ball, Danny Trevathan's another player who has been so good for so long. Roquan Smith was a beast at Georgia, has been good in the NFL so far. Robert Quinn, Barkevius Mingo. But of course, the big point of this defense is one of the best players in the league. That is the sack attack, formerly of the silver and black, Khalil Mack. And we're back, finally getting him in a rebuild. It's been too long. He's a 97 overall, but he's got really, really good traits across the board. If anything, his power and finesse moves should be even higher. He's a good run defender, but I don't really think he should be showcased as a better run defender than pass rusher. He's an unbelievable pass rusher. that should be showcased more. We'll get him up to a 99 overall. I'll promise you that much. Eddie Jackson's a beast. You have Deshaun Gibson, who used to be pretty good. He's okay now. Buster Screens, good nickel corner. Not Kendall Fuller. Kyle Fuller, big, hard-hitting cornerback. But Jaylen Johnson is the piece I want to play more. Rookie out of Utah. Really good player. He dropped in the draft because of an injury to his upper body. I want to say it was a torn labrum. You can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't remember exactly. I'll probably look to play Roy Robertson-Harris over Brent Urban. But also Bilal Nichols in here. Eddie Goldman, Akeem Hicks is a great player. A lot of underrated players on this team. The Bears have a lot of potential. They are fun. Pat O'Donnell, Eddie Pinheiro in here as well. Let's go ahead and get our playmakers in a position to succeed. I'm going to change around the depth chart a little bit. We'll keep Buster Screen in the nickel. That's fine. I probably look to play Bilal Nichols a little bit more at some point, even if that's not right now. And other than that, I just want to have Darnell Mooney playing as much as possible. So we'll play him in the slot and simulate to the end of the season. I guess we're already at the midseason mark, so maybe we'll re-sign some players and then simulate. I think that's probably what we'll do. So I won't lie, it was a long-winded intro. I appreciate you sticking through, but you got to remember, I am the GM now. While Tariq Cohen did sign an extension in real life, he is an impending free agent in the game, and I am not going to re-sign him. Probably. He might be cheap. I know he is going to be cheap. You know what? Maybe a 3-year deal I can stomach. That would actually be okay. All right, so he resigns. It's not his exact contract extension in real life, but he's back on the team for a little while longer. That was just too cheap to pass up. Allen Robinson is the big piece. He is 27. He's going to be expensive. I can, appreciate that. But he's a really good player. We want him back. With whoever our QB happens to be, I want Allen Robinson to be a part of that team and in the picture. And I think we finally re-signed everyone I need to re-sign. And I will simulate now to the playoffs. This probably will be a playoff team. And remember, hit that subscribe button if you're new. It would mean a lot. I know it was a long-winded intro, but there's a lot to go over with this team. And realistic rebuilds are a little bit different. We don't just get straight into simulating in the offseason. So this team actually barely snuck into the playoffs. 9-7, didn't even win the division. 23rd offense, which is unusual with Chicago playbook. Usually their offense is quite good. The defense seemed to be the strength, ranked in the top 15. It'll be interesting to see where we are in terms of points allowed. 5th, wow. Is Bears defense the glitch? I say that all the time, but maybe it is. Mitchell Trubisky, what do you say here? Probably worse than Nick Foles? I don't know. Neither were good. Rushing, David Montgomery didn't do anything special at all. Really not. And then receiving, Allen Robinson had a really good team, really good season, I should say. 1,100 yards, nearly 12, 11 touchdowns, 5 for Anthony Miller, 5 for Cole Kmet. Darnell Mooney, 631 and 4 TDs. Could have been worse. Jimmy Graham even with 5 touchdowns. Defensively, Roquan Smith, 130 tackles, 6 for loss, including an interception and 2.5 sacks. However, Khalil Mack put up 15.5. That led the team. 9.5 for Akeem Hicks, 4 for Robert Quinn, 3 for Danny Trevathan. Interceptions, 3 for Deshaun Gibson led the way. And of course, it's a little bit difficult to get a gauge for the playbook when we are using half, like in real life stats, as Gibson had a touchdown. And Artie Burns, I forgot he was even on this team. He had a touchdown as well. Russell Wilson wins MVP. No Bears, shockingly. NFC Offensive Player of the Year is Russell Wilson. No Bears. Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. Khalil Mack at 2. Roquan Smith at 7. Offensive Rookie of the Year is C.D. Lamb. Cole Kmet at 5. Darnell Mooney at 7. And then Defensive Rookie of the Year is Chase Young. Jaylen Johnson at 7. No other Bears. But we are in the wild card round of the playoffs. I will spend my Coach XP, and we're playing a team in the division who we just got murdered by in Week 17. We'll get a DB training boost. Why not? We just got crushed by them. 35-10. Will it be any different in the wild card? Answer is yes. We beat them by a field goal, 17-14. And now we have to go into Seattle, Washington, playing the red hot, MVP-led Seattle Seahawks. They went 11-5. Can we go to the conference championship Do the Bears have a Super Bowl run in them? We killed the Seahawks 41-20. And now for a shot to go to the Super Bowl, it is Bears-Saints in New Orleans. This is going to be an interesting one. Who is going to play in the Super Bowl? Is it going to be the Bears? Is it going to be the Saints? It's going to be the Bears. Oh my goodness. Super Bowl here in year one. So, I mean, it's an interesting start. Usually we do not make the Super Bowl here in year one. But maybe this Bears team is legit because Madden said so. I guess we'll go ahead and hop into the Super Sim to see the celebration if this ends up being a Super Bowl team. It's the 82 overall Chicago Bears against the 83 overall New England Patriots. Who will come out on top? So not a great start, but we managed to tie things up at 7, but our defense is looking like Swiss cheese right now. We do take the lead 17-14 before allowing a field goal and then a touchdown to the Patriots, but it is 24 all in a back and forth shootout here in, where is this? This looks like Raymond James. I don't see the pirate ship, but it feels like it is. Anyway, we're in Tampa, Florida, maybe 34-34. Let's go ahead and hop in on defense. That's a 2-minute warning. We need to stop. There's a pirate ship. We are indeed in Tampa, Florida. We need a turnover. I mean, that was going to be open either way. It was let up the deep play or get a stop there. It just wasn't going to happen. A minute and 11 seconds to go. A field goal wins the game, and they're set up to run the ball. I almost want to call a timeout here. Are they just going to run the ball? They might. They're from the 38. This isn't exactly field goal range. But that is a big stop by Roquan Smith. We're going to call a timeout. I think that's as good a spot as any. And I don't know, man. It looks like they're just set up to run the ball. We need to stop a score. 2 wideouts. Okay, both to the left side. This is an interesting formation. And they are going to run the ball. That is a nice play by Akeem Hicks. We're going to call a timeout again. Are the Bears in field goal range? I don't think so. They're going to punt. What a stop by Akeem Hicks to give us another chance. Oh, that's such a stupid punt. Oh my God, we're pinned at the 2. What do we do here? All right, Cordero Patterson. Just don't get safetied because we will lose the Super Bowl if you get safetied. Oh, that's a face mask. Not only does that stop the clock, gives us an extra 15 at the end of the play. That is very, very bad for the Patriots. Very good for us. The CPU wants us to run the ball and shoot clock. Why? We have 30 seconds. This is not necessarily going to overtime. We have Allen Robinson. All we need is a chunk yardage play, and we are in a great position to score. I'm going to Allen Robinson right now over the middle. He dropped it, but there's a flag. If this is a hold. Face mask? They just keep grabbing the face mask. He didn't even catch it. We're moving down the field on face masks alone. Go down, go down. Call timeout. Come on, how long does it take? Maybe should have taken a shot to the end zone there. Went for Komet on the inside, and we just couldn't go down quickly enough. So we're going to overtime. Oh my goodness. What a start to this video, dude. This is a weird one. 3rd and 5. They pretty much run the ball every play. Probably not going to happen here with an empty set. As I can't play man coverage one-on-one, but he didn't even target me. Went at Eddie Jackson. Trying to hit, what is that, Demir Bird? My goodness. And it looks like they're set up for a field goal here on 4th and 5. You won't hit this. It's way too far. Field goal wins the game if they miss this. Oh, man. What a field goal attempt. That was terrible. Not only is no one getting any separation, we just took a really bad sack because the animation put us right into a sack, pretty much. That's wide open. Get down, Cordero! Playmaker feature actually works out for me. I mean, do I really want to get iced here on this kick and miss it on the video? I don't really. But that's probably how this goes. 3rd and 4. Mooney! Catch and run! Down to the 2. Down to the 3. They are close. Okay? You know, I know what we need to score. I know what we need. It's Trubisky time. This is going to win us the Super Bowl. Do I not have I can't see what the play is. Why not? Because he's a backup QB? Guarantee if I made him the starter, this wouldn't happen. We're rolling out. Back of the... He threw it right to him. I mean, unbelievable. Unbelievable. It was not...
Oh, you suck.
I know! Clearly... Dude. Well, that's how we lost the Super Bowl. I brought in Mitch Trubisky for literally one play and threw a pick-6 to end it. I mean, you can't even write that. To be fair, with an accurate throw, we win the Super Bowl. Why I didn't kick a field goal is a good question. He's calling for the ball as I'm throwing it to him, by the way, because he's that wide open. Look at the space. You can't even see Stephon Gilmore. He's got about 15 yards. And Trubisky literally throws it right to Stephon Gilmore. It wasn't even remotely close. That isn't about me sucking. Maybe I should know that the quarterback named Trubisky cannot throw it accurately. But you cannot find a receiver much more wide open than Allen Robinson here. And Trubisky could not have missed it any worse. Literally not possible. Wow. I can't wait to get him out of here. I am upset. It's pretty much what that comes down to. Gibson's down to a 75. I mean, yeah, I probably should get Pat O'Donnell back. I'll deal with Eddie Pinheiro and Pat O'Donnell in free agency. I don't know what I'll do. It doesn't really matter. And I know it doesn't matter because Trubisky is a free agent, but I just want to get the satisfaction. It's not worth the penalty. But you know that I want to. I want to cut him. It's not right. All right, only 11 mil. What do I want to do? Todd Gurley doesn't really make sense. It's probably not worth signing anybody. So we'll just get excited and ready for the draft. And that'll be that. We'll do free agency next year. I don't need to sign anybody right. Actually, I need a kicker and punter. Let's not be foolish. Okay, so we got a new kicker and punter, Matt Hawk and Will Lutz. I'll take that. Sorry, they were just younger and better. And Roquan Smith, of course, we're going to pick up the 5th-year option on him. Former first-round pick, obviously. That's why he has a 5th-year option. And we want him around long-term. So that'll be that. We'll simulate now to the draft. I'm not even going to hide this pick. Let's go out and get a QB. I don't really care who it is, but let's get a quarterback. We pick at number 31. Are we going to have to move up for a QB? Not necessarily, but maybe. Dolphins, 2 picks inside the top 5. Trevor Lawrence to the Jets. There goes 1 QB option. We'll see where Justin Fields goes. I probably won't wait much long after that, or much longer. I'll probably move up for a QB if I have to. But if Justin Fields goes late, or maybe not even at all, that would be very interesting. Justin Fields is free falling. There is no team that's taking him. Oh my goodness. Is he going to last to 31? I don't know what team would take a QB at this point. Trey Lance goes to the Saints at 29. The Chiefs aren't going to take him. So what choice do I have? Justin Fields is going to be a Chicago Bear. Welcome Justin Fields to Chicago. He will be our future. I guarantee you that much. 74 overall, star or better development. I mean, we have a lot to work with here. Justin Fields to the Bears. I was so sure we were going to take Trey Lance, but Justin Fields fell right into our lap. All right, end of round 2 here. Rondale Moore just went. Some people ask about why he has a dash in his name. Rondale Moore is not a name you can do. They just don't allow it. So I had to make a dash. You guys know who it is still, which I guess is the point as we try and figure out what player we can add to this team. And I feel like, look at outside linebackers. Maybe we'll look at defensive ends. That might be worth looking into. Let's actually take Rashawn Slater. Maybe our future right tackle. of the future. Sometimes the colleges screw up and it says NA, not assessed, instead of their actual college. Rashawn Slater is, I want to say Boston College. He's not. He's Northwestern. I don't know why I said that. Yeah, could be our future right tackle. He might be someone that even moves inside at the next level, plays guard. Let's take, should we go outside linebacker? Let's go Baron Browning. Why not? Kind of feels like it's a bear name. Baron Browning, Bear, Baron, whatever. 68 overall, number 115. We took him at 95. However, he does have star or better development. So maybe something to work with here. Pretty good power moves and speed. Maybe we got something. The last pick I'll take. Let's go Alec Lindstrom with thoughts of maybe playing him at guard. I don't think so. He is not very good in this. So we will simulate to the end of the draft and get ready for season number 2. Is my best option a strong safety right now Kendall Vildur? Can't be. Can't be. All right, we got to move some guys around. Robert Quinn, nah. We're actually going to move Bilal Nichols to right end. I need a safety. I didn't even realize that. We'll just deal with safety at another time. Buster Screen will be our starting strong safety for the time being. That could be very bad. We'll find out, won't we? So if you haven't seen the team for the start of season 2, I have simulated to regular season week 1 so I could spend my coach XP on quarterback training. Justin Fields is now up to a 75 overall. I do not want Craig Ward playing over Darnell Mooney. Just not happening. I honestly want to play Darnell Mooney over Anthony Miller. That's the man of the video for me, but we're not going to do that. Bilal Nichols at right end. CPU can upgrade that. The CPU also signed Eric Berry. That's interesting. Darnell Mooney in the nickel. And that's the team. I will see you guys at the midseason mark. Regular automated CPU generated draft classes now. So we need a safety. We need maybe another edge rusher. Like, actually, I don't really know that we solved that need. And then offensive line, probably looking at maybe a good wide receiver. Feel like free agency might be better suited to help us out there. We are 2-5 at the midseason mark. Not ideal whatsoever. Akeem Hicks is a free agent. He's someone we'd like to bring back. Kyle Fuller as well. James Daniels, Charles Leno, Anthony Miller, Bilal Nichols. Man, some really impactful free agents without question. So I re-signed Bilal Nichols, Anthony Miller. Charles Leno wants more money, which maybe. James Daniels is back super long term. Kyle Fuller's like a 2 or 3 year contract. Same thing with Akeem Hicks. He's maybe only 2 years. They're a little bit older. They're in a weird limbo period in Madden where they're not going to develop anymore. Not ideal for contract extension time, but hopefully they don't regress too much as we will simulate to the playoffs, which it doesn't really appear that we're going to be a part of them. Unfortunately, not a playoff team. 6-10. Packers went 5-11. What is going on? 12th best offense. That's not bad. Although Justin Fields didn't get any touchdowns despite the yards, and our defense was so bad. Our offense wasn't even that good either. Now, this team just, in general, was not good. Justin Fields had a lot of yards, not many touchdowns, and not few enough interceptions. Not an interesting year. I don't know. David Montgomery was decent. Receiving, Allen Robinson, Darnell Mooney were both quite good. Mooney had 9 touchdowns, like that. Anthony Miller was okay. Cole Kmet was pretty good. Defensively, we have Roquan Smith with a very good year. 22 tackles for loss for Danny Trevathan. Interesting. Khalil Mack at 21, but you'd expect that more from him. 9.5 sacks. Interceptions, we have 6 from Kyle Fuller. Unreal. In a contract year, too. Show out. Show out. We have 1 touchdown here, too. That's from Eric Berry, who will not be re-signed. I can tell you that. And then Russell Wilson wins back-to-back MVPs. No Bears. NFC Offensive Player of the Year is Russell Wilson. Justin Fields at 9. Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. Khalil Mack at 2. Danny Trevathan at 8. Kyle Fuller at 10. No Roquan Smith, who had a really good year. At least I didn't see him. Trey Lance wins Offensive Rookie of the Year. Justin Fields at 2. That sucks. And then where's... Oh, the NFC. Okay, so no Trevor Lawrence. Of course, he went to the Jets. Defensive Rookie of the Year is Dylan Moses. No Bears. Oh, yeah, Akeem Hicks just said no. That's right. Chargers won the Super Bowl, it appears. But yeah, Akeem Hicks said no. He's down to an 85 overall. We're still giving him a 2-year deal. What does he want? Bonus could be better. This is like way too much to be paying him, but it's a 2-year deal. That's okay. And then Charles Leno wants more money in general. Again, this feels like too much to be paying him, but all right. Oh, no. I don't know if those are good contracts. I really don't, because we just don't have a lot of money overall. And like, I'm just basically keeping around mediocrity. I can't afford anybody in free agency. And you know why? It's because I'm holding on to a super big contract for no reason. I need to get this out of here. You know what? I'm just going to eat the penalty on a lot of these guys. Nick Foles has to go. He's super, super expensive. And there are also other guys in here who are really expensive for no reason. Robert Quinn, 32 years old. I'm going to take a penalty on a lot of these guys. Guess what? We're already in the negative. Bobby Massey, 70 overall. He's 33. Get him out of here. I'm clearing as much cap as I can. Danny Trevathan, love him. He's 32. He's down to a 68 overall. I'm releasing him. I mean, Jesper Horsted, what is this, the long snapper? Gotta be. Released. All right, now we're up to $16.5 million in available cap room. We can actually afford to sign some guys if I'd like to do that. Harrison Smith would be good to have for a year. Michael Gallup's here. Ooh, very interesting free agency, as we've improved our defense quite a bit. We get a Danny Trevathan replacement in former Alabama linebacker Rashaan Evans. Great teaming up with Roquan Smith. Nice little SEC connection there. Harrison Smith will be our new starting strong safety. Believe he's on a 2-year deal. Baron Browning is star development. I guess he can play right outside linebacker for the time being, although I will look to upgrade that in the draft. And then offensively, Justin Fields has superstar development. That's awesome. I assume he probably started with that. So I'd love to see that. We got a stud QB of the future at 31. Rashawn Slater could move back to right tackle if I wanted him to. That's what he was drafted as. So it's probably O-line and edge. Some of these guys are gonna regress though. Like, we still need a safety at some point. It'll be an interesting draft. 2022 NFL draft time. Haven't seen any of the prospects yet. Hopefully there are some good ones. We pick it in the inside the top 10 at number 9. And Rudy Beckford. What a name. Frank Younger. There's to be some okay safeties in here. John Traylor. Ooh, Richard McMichael. Could be the guy. Also, pretty local to the Chicago area with Wisconsin. You know, that's real close. And a lot of Bears fans are Wisconsin fans. So that makes a lot of sense to take him for the memes because it's fun, but also he looks unbelievable. So Richard McMichael might be the move. Also, some good corners in here. Malachi Church, can I not say that? I guess not. Am I yelling? Feels like it. Gotta love a first-round tackle, projected to go in the 5th. Should be automatically on my team. Andrew Dunlap ran 4.29. Oof. Okay. That's potential there. There's potential for that. I already know that safety is not going to be available at number 9. Now, he's supposed to be, very barely. But a team's just going to take him in front of me. Any second now. We're 3 picks away. He is supposedly 5. He really could be this pick right here to the Giants at 6, but I'm not really sure we're in a position to trade up. You just have to trade up way too much to move up only a few spots. I'm just not going to do it. They take Randy McLeod. Oh, dude, being a Giants fan sucks. Thank God it's only a video game, but also it's worse in real life, I can assure you. Broncos at 7. Would they take a safety? Maybe they have Justin Simmons still. Maybe they don't. He's probably even listed as strong safety in the game. But would they take a safety? Oh, he is free safety. Okay. Would the Niners take him? Maybe. I don't know. I'm just going to gamble. If he gets taken, he gets taken. They went with a safety. Not a very good one. And we actually get our player at number 9. Unbelievable that he actually fell and we got the player we wanted. Richard McMichael it is. Hybrid safety out of Wisconsin. Safety of the future. Number 9 in the class. We took him at number 9, but he also has star or better development. Thank you. 75 overall is quite high. 93 speed, 70 zone, 74 man, 75 hit power. Extremely well-rounded. I think we got a really, really good player here. A future great player on the other side of Eddie Jackson. So I'm in between two players. On one hand, Shane Lehman is the better overall player. Really slow. But Joe Hopkins is more of a scheme fit as a speed rusher than an actual like off-the-ball linebacker. So I think he's going to be better for this particular team. 73 overall, number 23 in the draft. Took him at 41. Normal development. The other player is a higher overall. I think this is a better pick. Looks pretty good, actually. Pretty well-rounded as well, and also notably did not run 4.8, as we will simulate to round number 3. Take a tackle here. Wade Cobb, 71 overall, normal development. Last ranked player in the first round, number 32. Took him at 73. And pretty well-rounded as well. Same run block as pass block as run block power, which is almost the same as run block finesse, which is almost the same as pass block power. The only thing that is not that good is pass block finesse. Take a D tackle here. Jameel Ferris, 69 overall. Nice. That's pretty much going to be the end of the draft for me, though. Ooh, Darnell Mooney went up to star development, by the way. Why? I don't know. I'm not complaining, though. I'm going to play him over Anthony Miller. Why not? Did Roquan Smith go up to superstar? No, he's definitely had that. Yeah, I don't know what I'm thinking about. Baron Browning going to start at right outside linebacker. Mcmichael, I think, would be great as a nickel cornerback for right now. That's exactly where the CPU agrees he should play, as I will make Darnell Mooney my nickel. Nope. Slot receiver. Went brain dead there for a minute. And this will be the team for Season 3. We need our defense and offense to both play better. That's football for you. Mid-season mark. Show me a good record, please. 5-3. You know what? I will take that. That is decent. We'll take that. Roquan Smith is an impending free agent, along with 8 other players. I will spend some Coach XP here before looking to re-sign those guys. What do I even have still available? A line training boost? That'll do. That'll do. Currently sitting atop the NFC North, right where we want to be. Need Roquan Smith back for next year for sure. Eddie Goldman as well. David Montgomery as well. The rest, not too bothered with. How am I going to pay Eddie Goldman 10 mil plus a year? 35 over 3. Oh my goodness. Okay. He is good though. Is 28. Kind of a weird year. Kind of weird age in Madden. I will extend David Montgomery as well. Only 83 overall, but it's not too bad. It's just that there are a lot of guys who play running back who are near that overall. We are on track to make the playoffs. Let's just continue pushing for it. No way. We're 12-4, and we have a wild card spot. How is that even possible? How stacked is the NFC right now that we have multiple teams that did better than that? The Saints won 13. How did the Browns get a first-round bye? I mean, they're an AFC team. They won 10 games. It's just, like, unusual. Saints went 13, dude. Wild. I'm actually excited to see if the free safety played enough snaps to have his development trait revealed. Sure hope so. Oh, I didn't know that. Allen Robinson went up to Superstar X Factor at some point. Very nice. That would have been last season, though. But still, I like that quite a bit. And then defensively, show me something big. Star dev. Little bit disappointing, but you know, it's better than nothing, I guess. But we have the Eagles here in the wild card. 1 win, and we're back in the divisional. Thank you. 31-28, narrow victory. As it's another NFC East team here in the divisional. Washington football team. Can we beat them to advance back to the conference championship? Survey says yes. 20-14. Our wins are getting bigger, and it's the Saints yet again. We beat them in year 1. Probably not going to be a whole lot here in upgrade. Yeah, there's not. But our quarterback, though. 1 win to get back to the Super Bowl. A shot at redemption. Please, Justin Fields, lead us to a victory. It's simming slow. This is so suspenseful, and we lost. It's Browns Saints in Super Bowl 57. Heartbreak to end the year. And we will start another offseason. Greg Ward, is that you? Is that who that is? Sure is. Do I want any of these guys? No, I don't. We do have a little bit of money. Do I want anybody here? A lot of old offensive linemen. Deebo Samuel could be quite fun. But don't really feel like doing that. Don't want anyone in here. I don't really. No need. No need. Did anyone go up in development trait? Please tell me somebody did. Not seeing it. Not seeing it. Because I don't think it happened. Because it didn't happen. I probably would have noticed. Maybe not. I don't know. Darnell Mooney remains a star, but he's up to an 80. Let's see the stats of this past year. Justin Fields did quite well. Our offense was great. What about our defense? I mean, we had such a great record. Defense was very good as well. Justin Fields had his best year. Rushing, David Montgomery had his best year. Receiving, Darnell Mooney had over 1,200 yards, 5 touchdowns, 7 touchdowns for Cole Kmet, Allen Robinson, Anthony Miller, as the yards pretty much downscale with the catches. And then defensively, Roquan Smith with a very solid year. Quarterback sacks, 21 for Khalil Mack. Oh, he is back in a big way. Down to a 92, though. Don't like that. NFL sacks leader, linebacker of the year, minus 15 attribute points. Sick. Interceptions, 4 for Kyle Fuller, 2 for Rashaan Evans, 2 for Eddie Jackson. You gotta love that, though. They have their best year of all time, and they go down a ton. Justin Fields finishes second in the MVP race, loses to 75 overall. Ryan Tannehill, you gotta love that. NFC Offensive Player of the Year. Daniel Jones somehow beats out Justin Fields for Offensive Player of the Year, even though he finished behind in MVP. I don't know what to tell you on that one. Defensive Player of the Year is Aaron Donald, Khalil Mack, and 2. We just can't win anything. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Andrew Dunlap. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Daniel Barto. Richard Mcmichael finishes at 3. Not too bad for someone that really didn't even start. We pick at number 30. Falcons hold the number 1 overall pick. Look at that top 5. Really interesting. But we will look at some of the positions that we might need, which is still offensive line. That's tackle. Potentially even guard. Just offensive line in general, I think, makes that easier. Zach Forbes, not really doing it for me. This might be a defensive tackle pick. It really might be. Akeem Hicks is down to an 82. 3-4 defensive end. Just really any type of pass rusher, I guess. Ooh, Kenny Rogers goes. Rest in peace, Kenny Rogers, the gambler. Not to be confused with Kenny Rogers, the baseball pitcher. But what do we do here? What do we take? Anyone on my draft board? Yes. I'm not taking a running back. Take Najee Hines. Not to be confused with Nyheim Hines. Not to be confused with Najee Harris. He's a 3rd round guy. And we're going to take him here in the 1st. Number 3 in the draft. Not complaining about that. Only normal development. Took him at number 30. Pretty good player. Good strength, block shed, power moves, speed. He is a beast. Round 2. Don't have a lot scouted here, and there doesn't really appear to be great players. A couple good defensive tackles, maybe. Do we take a running back? Darrell Bush. We're going to do it. Why not? That's a number 4 player in the class. Took him at 62. Only normal development. 76 overall. He is extremely well-rounded. And we don't need him at all. So I did what a lot of NFL teams do and just took another running back for pretty much no reason. Another defensive tackle it is. Joe Phillips, number 28, took him at 94. 72 overall. I think he looks the exact same as our previous defensive tackle, who was a 77 overall. But they are not to be confused. He is much worse and will not play. So this is going to be the team for season, what is this, 4 at this point? It's been a lot of fun, though. We built a pretty good team. Justin Fields has dominated, and Darnell Mooney is back down to a 79 because of morale. But he is our 2nd receiver, and of course, I will stick him in the slot. Per usual, Mcmichael can stay in the slot on defense. It's a pretty good team. Yeah, it's a pretty good team. Just need them to perform well again. 12-4 last year. Let's get a repeat of that. I think we'd all be very, very satisfied. But I will simulate to the midseason mark. See you guys there. Midseason mark, 5-2, but the Bucs are 6-1. We do have the lead in the NFC North, although it looks like that could change at any moment. And I'm not really even worried about Harrison Smith. He is not really someone I'm looking to re-sign. Maybe I'll get running back training boost there. It's just that we have someone behind him. Might do one more year after this. We're in 2023 now. This has gone on kind of a long time, but it's been a lot of fun, man. Hope you guys are enjoying it as well, so hit that subscribe button if you have not already. I like to remind you guys because sometimes you forget. And when I remind you guys, most of you actually listen, which is awesome, so I appreciate you. And we will simulate to the playoffs. This should be a playoff team. Only 2 losses. Hopefully we can keep up that pace. Clear playoff team. We went 11-5. Another wild card spot. We did win the division by 2 games. 7th best offense. Justin Fields dominated. That has to be an MVP type season. I mean, it is an MVP type season. That has to be an MVP season, though. 4,500 yards, 43 touchdowns, only 11 interceptions. Those are probably close to his numbers at Ohio State. Plus a bunch of interceptions. I know he did not throw nearly that many in 2019. 2020 remains to be seen, but I would be shocked if it was anywhere close. David Montgomery, pretty good year. Receiving, Darnell Mooney dominated. 1,300 plus yards on 99 catches, 11 touchdowns. Allen Robinson, 1,100 yards, 12 touchdowns, great year. Cole Kmet was pretty good. Anthony Miller was solid. But those 2 receivers up top, Mooney, Robinson, are killer. Roquan Smith, 2.5 sacks, but Khalil Mack led the way with 9. Also had a pick. 3 for Richard Mcmichael, though, led the team, playing in the nickel predominantly. Great from him. 2 picks for Rashaan Evans, Roquan Smith, and Jaylen Johnson. So you like to see that. This team's playing pretty well. Defense leaves a little bit to be desired, if I'm honest. But overall, they're playing quite well. Show me MVP. Justin Fields MVP. Let's get it. There we go. He's up to a 90 overall with morale. NFC Offensive Player of the Year is Justin Fields. Defense Player of the Year is Foyesade Olokun. Any Bears? No. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Jeremy Fisher, another Falcon in there. We had a Bear in there at 8, Darrell Bush. Defensive Rookie of the Year is Connor Klein. No Bears. Can we beat the Eagles in the wild card for the 2nd straight year? No. We got crushed, 38-21. All right, we'll do one more year. Obviously, we've been a pretty successful team overall, but just have not managed to win the big one just yet. Ooh, Cole Kmet is here as the Chiefs crush the Giants in the Super Bowl. Harrison Smith is here. He's walking. But I need Jaylen Johnson. I need Cole Kmet. Honestly, Kyle Fuller can go at an 81 overall. Maybe I'll offer him a 1-year deal if it's less than 10. He can actually probably come back. But Akeem Hicks has to go at 34 years old. Tariq Cohen's got to go. Darnell Mooney's up to superstar development. He's got to come back. Kyle Fuller going to test free agency. I gave you more money than you wanted. It's okay. I'm more worried about Jaylen Johnson anyway, so he's actually going to be super expensive, but that's cool. Jaylen Johnson returns. Harrison Smith can walk. Cole Kmet is going to be back for 4 or 5 years. Let's do 5 years. We should have money to sign other guys in free agency as well. So we are in overall a fantastic spot, I would say. A number of new developments. No pun intended, but actually it actually was. Justin Fields, superstar X Factor, 92 overall. He's got Freight Train. That's a super fun one. Yeah, this has to be Super Bowl team because I want to hop in and play with that. That could be super fun with a QB. So we'll upgrade him. I guess Scrambler, why not? Even though that, like, isn't necessarily even the play style of Justin Fields. He is a pretty good player. Darnell Mooney, superstar, talked about that. Obviously, we're going to bring him back. Like, that was never even in question. Definitely want him. I mean, I talked a big game, and of course, he's backed it up in the rebuild. He's been awesome. 89 deep route running. Need to get that short route running up a little bit. And then defensively, Mcmichael's taken over at strong safety. This is probably like our last ride, if you will, because Khalil Mack's going to duck under a 90 overall. It's going to be a sad day. Richard Mcmichael goes into the 80s. I mean, he was an 80 already, actually, but he's an 81 now. Even better. Also, I don't know why he just reminds me of Peanut Tillman. Might be the dreadlocks in the Bears uniform. I want to say Charles Tillman were at number 34, though. Was 25 Tim Harris? Tillman was 33. Okay, my mistake. Tim Harris is not who I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of Tim Jennings. I typed Tim Harris. I'm like, that's not right. Tim Jennings. Tim Jennings were 26. Who was 25? Oh, Eddie Jackson's regressing? No way, dude. Oh, he's 30? I guess a lot of time has passed. But we do need help on the defensive line. Thankfully, our first-round pick was Najee Hines last year. He'll play left end. And really, all we need is a corner. We can fill that in free agency or the draft. We should be able to do so fairly easily. We really only need that one position. And we could even move our safety down a corner because he is super fast. He is quite good in man coverage. He could play cornerback very easily. 6'1", 216, 93 speed, 74 zone, 79 man. He's almost more suited to play corner than safety. Stephon Gilmore is here. Now, we did sign him in the last rebuild, so I kind of don't want to do that twice. I know that's kind of weird, but I need to keep it fresh for you guys who are watching these videos all the time, which I very much appreciate you. But also, I have only signed him once. Last time was the first time. He is a 96 overall. I do have a lot of money. It is the last season. It'd be stupid not to. So I gave Stephon Gilmore an absolutely massive contract, like upwards of 20 mil per year. Definitely the highest contract I've given to any non-QB ever. Maybe some edge rushers have competed with that, but yeah, he was just too good to not take. We needed the position pretty badly. Kind of had to. Doesn't mean I won't draft a corner in free agency, though. We still need a third one. Or did I say draft in free agency? You know what I meant. It's late. I misspoke. Give me a break. And hit that subscribe button if you're new. Did I mention that already? Yeah, pretty sure. We'll look at the draft board, see what's available. I'll trade up even if I want to. Oh, I thought this dude's name was Jimmy Johns. I was about to freak. Not sponsored, but that would be cool. At number 24 here in the first round, what is available? Some pretty good running backs. Donnie Griffin looks pretty red. Not ideal. You know who he looks like? He looks like Lucifer. If you guys watch that show, he looks like the devil face. Specific reference, I suppose. Derek Waters is pretty good. Or any of the good edge rushers I wanted available? No. Okay. Derek Waters is going to be my pick. 74 overall, normal development. Just depth at defensive tackle. The corners in this class just like were not that good or available. So it just wasn't ever going to be my pick there. Oh, this tight end still available? I'm in. He looks so good. 4.53 speed. His combine was ridiculous. Top skills are very, very good as well. Great backup tight end, number 5 in the class. Took him at 56. If you know anything about the Bears, you know they can never have enough tight ends. So we're staying true to that. It is a realistic rebuild. Losing the Super Bowl, pick up tight ends. Be mad. Tackles only from here on out. They're always first round guys. I will have the CPU do the rest. It's just that, like, they're not always good, but if you want a first round pick just to draft one, like, or a first round ranked player inside the top 32, defensive tackles the entire draft, you'll hit 7 in a row, I promise. This is the offense for the final season. Looks really, really good. Justin Fields is a 92 overall. He is almost the highest overall by himself on this team. Allen Robinson's also a 92, and then defensively, no one... Actually, Roquan Smith is a 94? And I forgot about Stephon Gilmore. At least the offense, he's tied for number 1. But yeah, offense is looking good. Defense, maybe looking even better. We do have some holes, though. I don't know. It's close. It's a toss-up. Darnell Mooney will be back in the slot. I can promise you that. And then we're going to have Jackson in the slot on defense because we need our starting safety to play safety in Richard Mcmichael. So MJ, Michael Jackson, is going to be playing our nickel cornerback spot. Saying, oh, MJ's Michael Jordan. I'm talking about the one that has a... can I say that? I don't know if I can. You can put 2 and 2 together if you know anything about Michael Jackson. I'm not talking about his singing. He was bad. That's a song reference. But also because he liked... I don't know if I can. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. Mid-season mark, we just lost a football team. We're only 4-3. Not even in the division lead. Not even in second place. We're in third. I guess somewhat tied with the Vikings. Don't do this to me here in the final year. Do not make me miss the playoffs, please. Playoff time. Yes, we snuck in 10-6. Won the division, actually. Okay, Packers went 9-7. 10th best offense. Justin Fields was not quite as good as he was last year in his MVP season. Threw a lot more interceptions. Why? Don't do that. David Montgomery was better. His yards per carry was close to 5. Receiving, Darnell Mooney dominates. Again, 99 catches. Again, 1,300 yards. Again, double-digit TDs. Allen Robinson was quite good. Cole Kmet, almost 900 yards. Interesting. Defensively, Roquan Smith, 109 tackles, 3 for loss. 9 from Khalil Mack led the way. He also had 11 sacks, but 10.5 from Rashawn Evans at middle linebacker. Interesting. Are we sending middle linebacker blitzes every play? What's happening? Neat. That's something else. Mahomes wins MVP. Justin Fields at 7. NFC Offensive Player of the Year, Carson Wentz. Justin Fields at 8. Defensive Player of the Year, Fred Warner. Any Bears? I don't think so. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Eric Poole. Do have a Bear in there, Jacob Whitaker, backup tight end. And then Defensive Rookie of the Year, Chad Noel. Greg Dyson at 5. Couldn't tell you what he's up to, or who he is, or what team he plays for. Wait, hold on. He play for our team? Who am I talking about? I don't know. Oh, is that him? Is that Greg Dyson? Was that who I just said? You'd think I would know what comes out of this mouth. Nah. Pretty much only know what goes into it, but I could be saying anything right now. I just black out when I do these. Justin Fields up to a 97 overall. What am I talking about right now, actually? Roquan Smith at a 95. Things are looking pretty good. But do we have enough to win 4 in a row and be Super Bowl champions? Gotta beat the pack. Please. Yes, 35-7. Oh, annihilation. Now we have the Bucks. Bilal Nichols up to a 30, or excuse me, an 83. Not a 33. That'd be very bad. Conference championship time. You got to beat the Bucks. We did. 35-7. Again. Only 35-7. I'm confident. Straight to the Super Bowl. 35-7 victory. And it's a rematch. Oh my goodness. Bears, Patriots. Redemption. Let's get it. This is the final team, by the way, in case you were curious. Any development trade upgrades? Darnell Mooney up to a 90. Love that. I don't see any development trait upgrades on offense, and I don't see any on defense either. It is a very solid team, 90 overall. 91 offense, 89 defense. Super Bowl Atlanta. We need redemption. 90 overall to their 85. They've got a completely revamped team. Quincy Roche, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and then Baker Mayfield is their new starting QB. This is an interesting one, that's for sure. Not a stellar start for us, down 7-3 here, as it looks like we're going into the second half. We have 5. How do we have 5 points? A safety is our points. Well, we're up 26-7. We might actually be walking out of here with the Super Bowl. I might hop in for the final 2 minutes and see what Justin Fields is all about. Well, that's a 2-minute warning. It is 4th down. Game is on the line for the Pats. They need a conversion to keep their Super Bowl dreams alive. That's got to be a pick. It's Richard Mcmichael. That should ice things. There still is some time left. We're going to see what Justin Fields is all about. Let's run this offense. I want to get creative. We have a lead. I can be a little bit aggressive here and just see what Justin Fields is all about in this game. So we will be running, searching for contact. He fumbled the ball. God, why? I think we're not even going to use this guy. He's probably just going to be a decoy. And we'll use our Roquan Smith and look to take away something. They're checking down. Is that Todd Gurley? Does this team have anybody that they actually have in real life right now? Is that Julio? Like, who is that? Devin Funchess? Obviously not Julio, but yeah, I mean, every single player on this team is not there in real life right now. I got to play deep. You got to pick that off. Stephon Gilmore. Iced number 2. I'm going to re-trust Justin Fields. Don't let me down. Please. Play action. Do we have that deep? I think we had a step. Okay. Not coming down with that. Oh, they came up. They came up. We're taking a shot deep. Darnell Mooney has a step, and he drops it. Dude, I cannot catch a break on this game. 3rd and 10. I'm taking another shot if he gets a step. He didn't, and they freaking... Oh, my God. I've thrown a pick right back. I shouldn't have tried to throw it, period. But also, I'm going to give him the touchdown so I can get back out there. Their freaking left end was in contain, and I couldn't scramble out of the pocket. I don't care about the interception at all. I'm just trying to have fun with Justin Fields. They're not making it easy for me. It's really annoying. Alright, so the game is over. We have won the Super Bowl. I fumbled the onside kick recovery. I tried to go down, and he just got destroyed and fumbled, so I wasn't even bothered. So we didn't get to come back out on offense, if you can even call what we were doing offense earlier. It was odd. We should have had so many, like, positive plays that were negative. Really frustrating, but we've finally come away with the ultimate goal, hoisting the Lombardi as Super Bowl champions. It would be very odd to hoist it if we were not Super Bowl champions, but yes. Can we please get the freaking playbook off the screen? Justin Fields, pretty awful game, but we won. That's all that matters. Thank you guys for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. I know it's really annoying to be reminded, but like, it really does help me out quite a bit. And I will see you guys in the next one. Take it easy.
I hit it at the park, bend bones. See me high step to the end zone. My life like a game, Nintendo. Playing with the best, let them know. Get off the track, the train's coming through. Yeah, promise you get in my way, then you best believe I'ma just run over you. Yeah, yeah. Papa turn taking it back to the house. Defensive joke, I'm laughing so loud. Speed burst good.